Welcome to CNN News. Here we are at the CNN studio in Atlanta, Georgia. How are you doing, Aidan?
Good, and we have quite the story for you viewers out there today.
Yes, we do, Aidan. As we all know, the government is losing funding for national parks and have decided to close one of them.
So Elliot and I have decided to put together this short film about the very, very awesome national park that is on the verge of being closed by the government.
We want it to stay open. It's about the Badlands National Park. Here it is.
Welcome to Badlands, home to some of the world's finest rock formations, fossils, and wildlife.
I am now going to interview a ranger at the Badlands National Park for him to talk about the water cycle and rock formations.
Well, howdy folks, I'm Ranger Granger, and I work at Badlands National Park.
So tell us about the water cycle in the Badlands.
Well, millions of years ago, Badlands was completely covered in water because it was an inland sea. But when the sea drained out, everything dried out. Now there are only a few creeks and rivers there. The water cycle works by water evaporating from the natural reservoirs found there, such as creeks and rivers. Since the Badlands is very dry, the water stays in the atmosphere for some time. After a while, the water precipitates on the high peaks of the Badlands, which flow down and feed into creeks and rivers.
So, what do you know about the rocks at the Badlands, Ranger Granger?
Well, the Badlands has sedimentary rocks in their park. The way the Badlands were formed were by rivers running down from the Rocky Mountains and the Black Hills. These rivers carried sediment and deposited it over millions of years, forming the Badlands we know today. Materials like clay and sandstone compacted on top of each other and hardened. These rocks are a mixed color of red, white, orange, and gray. They are also very loose and erode very easily. Some parts of the Badlands erode as much as 1 inch a year. So, Earl the tourist, I hear you visit the Badlands every year.
Yes, I do, and I'd like to tell you about some of the things I've observed throughout the years.
Okay, go ahead.
The canyons in the Badlands are formed by rivers breaking down rock over millions of years and eroding the sides of the walls. The cliffs in the Badlands are formed by erosion and weathering in mountainous areas.
So why was Badlands made a national park?
Badlands was established as a national monument first in 1939, but then later recognized as a national park in 1978. Badlands National Park was preserved for the incredible rock formations that are found in the park today.
Another cool feature of the Badlands are the fossils there. These can be found throughout the park and are from the Cretaceous period. As you can see, Badlands National Park needs to be funded by the government for its amazing features.
Thank you for watching.